Tell us a story again.
What?
Tell us any story.
What story do you want to hear? I got
Any,
lots of.
any story.
What's your favorite story, babe?
My favorite story is when Casey called Lloyd a from college.
And then what happened?
And then I stole a couch.
Wow, that was a really short version of that story, I think.
What the
So I stole the couch before Casey called Lloyd a.
And then I got out of jail.
No, I'm so. Wait.
Wait, who knows this story? Who doesn't know this story?
I don't know this story.
Who doesn't know this story?
I'm raising my
I
hand.
know this story.
I'm raising my hand.
I only know half the story, so
I'm
I think
raising
I'll
both of my hands.
He was
Okay.
like, I knew about the. Where's this couch
Wait,
come into play?
So who's in this chat? So Brian's the only person that would have any concept of this story happening. Okay.
I don't care.
So
You stole
I'll
a
tell
couch.
the story. I have no idea what's gonna happen in the next 5 minutes. Wait, hold on. Jabberwocky's spectating. Why is he in the group?
Because you're 6 people. Carry on with your story.
No, wait, we got a game with you in it.
You're good. Go on.
What is, okay. So we stole a okay, what happened was
Alright, so, okay. So let me restart. Okay. So okay.
wait a minute. Okay. So
Okay.
I lived on the 7th floor. I had a bunch of friends that lived on the 9th floor, 2 apartments across from one another. Brian lived in one, this guy named Old Greg lived in the other, and also this guy named Nate. They lived in the apartment across from Brian
His
on the 9th
name,
floor.
Old Greg. Sorry. What?
His name was Jeremy, but nobody called him that.
Was his
Old
name
Greg.
Jeremy? I don't remember. So anyway, so one day I was walking up the stairs to go hang out in the 924, whatever the apartment number was, with Brian. And Guy was probably cooking steakums or some bullshit like that.
Yep. Speaking of which, have you seen Guy recently? Dude,
He's ripped as fuck, I know, yeah. The dude was like 400 pounds, now he's like 200 and he can bench press 1,000 pounds. Anyway, I was going up there to hang out with them, and I think like Nate and Old Greg and all the people in that apartment were moving out, but they left the door wide open. I was also drinking a full bottle of Malibu rum because it was Saturday afternoon. What else am I going to do with my time?
Of course.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to pick up this couch and just pull it out of this apartment and put it somewhere. So I dragged it across to the other apartment where Brian lived, and I put it out on their balcony. And I was like, I'm just going to leave this couch out on this balcony for a while. I'm going to play a fun prank.
Naturally.
I have no idea what happened for the rest of the day because I was drinking. But I do remember that night there were, I don't know, 12, 15 of us hanging out in that apartment. The apartment's for like 4 people. There were a lot more than 4 people. So we're all sitting there. We're all wasted. I'm drinking out of that. Did I tell you guys about the sombrero cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I was drinking a lot of alcohol out of sombrero cup, and in college we had these RAs that would come around all the time and like make sure that we weren't drinking alcohol or having parties or doing crazy stuff. So this one girl, Loida, she comes around and she like does her check-in. You know, if you're cool and you're not being a you're not making a bunch of noise, like she doesn't care. She's like, okay, sign the sheet and I'll be on my way. So she knows something's up. She knows there are like 15 dudes in an apartment meant for 4. Something weird's happening.
Orgy,
but-
obviously.
Right. But she's not gonna like start a bunch of and, you know, get us all evicted or I don't know, whatever it is they could do.
She wants in on the orgy.
So she's like, okay, someone sign this thing and I'll get out of here. And so I don't know what happened, but she was talking to some of us, and we have this friend Casey who is kind of like, I don't know, Casey's kind of a sometimes. He was more
You're
so.
talking about Ronnie, Casey?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about Ronnie.
He
Dunst.
absolutely is.
God.
The Ronnie Rage thing comes from years of him kind of being ragey and to people. So anyway, I don't know what happened, but she hung out for a while and she says something to him and she's like, all right, I'm leaving. And she left. And the moment she closed the door, he just screams, Lloyd is a and you know, doors are only so thick and sound travels through. So like, she very clearly heard what he said. So like 5 seconds after the door closed, we heard a knock again. And I'm like, oh, that's definitely gonna be Lloyda again. So I decided to walk out on the patio where I had put that couch earlier. I was just sitting on the couch. I was like, I'm not gonna get involved in this. I'm gonna sit on my new couch in the middle of the night on a Friday and just chill. I'm just chilling out.
I really
So-
wish I could tuck Jesse in tonight when he collapses into bed unknowingly.
So anyway, so Loida comes back in and she's like, which one of you just called me a She starts going around talking to people, like trying to figure out who she's gonna like write up for whatever weird thing, I don't know. And so I'm on the couch and she comes out and she's talking to me and she's like, who called me a I'm like, Lloyd, I don't know who called you a And I very specifically remember drinking directly from my mug of whiskey at the time in front of her, which you're not supposed to do because you're not supposed to have alcohol. But she didn't care. And I legitimately don't remember who called her a because at the moment it could have either been Casey or it could have been this guy Nate.
It definitely wasn't Nate. Not a
It
Nate
definitely
thing to
wasn't
do.
Nate. We found that out later, but at the moment I didn't know because we didn't like go through it all. But
That wasn't really a Nate personality.
right, yeah, but
How did you?
Whoa,
play
I gotta play the
while you
game.
were telling that story.
I don't remember doing this at all.
Andrew, this is one of the top ones.
Goodness.
Yeah.
But so
How
yeah,
did you pay attention to that story?
I have no idea what happened there. That wasn't me. I put the aimbot on and just said default.